Hi, I'm Justin Falkenbach, and this is Mike O'Brien, and today we're here to talk to you about Chapter 7, High School Sports and Youth Sports.
We're going to start it off by the numbers. High school athletic participation has grown by 25% for males and 900% in females since 1971.
And a chapter overview of the 19th century shows that in 1959, the Gunnery High School in Washington, Connecticut became the first to offer outside athletic competition and activity encouraged by participation in sport. In 1878, St. Paul's in Concord, New Hampshire was the first to hire a full-time faculty member to specifically coach sports. And in 1895, Phillips Academy in New Hampshire was the first to hire a permanent full-time athletic director.
For the 20th century, the progressive movement was used to prepare students for modern life and democracy through athletics. In the period after World War II, school sports were promoted as a source of physical training for the armed forces. Sports were also seen as a means to produce social skills such as cooperation and discipline. By 1924, state organizations managed high school athletics in all but 3 states.
And for the 21st century, now the level of competition in high school and youth sports is at an all-time high. If you were to go out on the market today and look for a sport for your child to play in high school or in a youth organization, you would see the widest variety that there's ever been, especially with the addition of AAU basketball and spring soccer coming onto the market. It offers a different type of recruiting level for higher prospect athletes in AAU basketball and spring soccer to be recruited by colleges and universities who don't usually get to see them during the regular season if they're recruiting other athletes. Now the rules are focused to protect the safety, health, well-being, and environment for the athletes. By that, the coaches are required to take classes for CPR, concussion, how to properly handle situations such as angry parents or playing time, and if parents have questions about that. They're also required to have a background check equivalent to that of somebody that would work for the police force to make sure they're not a sexual offender or that they have a clean record and they're a worthy citizen of coaching our young children in high school and youth sports.
Organizations involved in high school and youth sports, obviously the 2 biggest ones are the YMCA and the YWCA. It stands for the Young Men's Christian Association and the Young Women's Christian Association. Some other ones are the NFHF, the National Federation of State High School Associations, which pretty much controls nearly all high school sports now in every state. State high school organizations, an example would be OHSAA, Little League Baseball, and there are a ton more that could be mentioned.
How the high school sports are managed starts up top with the NFHS. It's the governing body over all 50 state high school athletic organizations. Twice a year, a member that is elected for each state's council meets with all the other states and they discuss their business for the year. And the member of each state passes down the regulations and laws discussed to their state's organization, who then pass it down to the individual athletic directors who meet with the state on a quarterly basis most of the time to discuss their rules and regulations that the NFHS has passed down. Then the rules and regulations are handed to the athletic directors who inform their coaches, players, and parents of the new rules by both the NFHS and the high school state organizations.
How it's managed, the youth Little League governance is organized into 4 structures: local, district, regional, and internationally. For the local level, it's guided by a board of directors for each leagues of various age groups. For day-to-day operations, a district is made up of 10 to 20 teams in a given area. The district manager organizes district tournaments and reports to the overall director. The regional director recognizes the 5 regional tournaments across the nation and 4 internationally. Internationally, everything on international levels and nationwide is handled by the president and CEO of the Little League Incorporated. The current CEO is Stephen Keener.
The challenging issues for both the youth organizations and the high school organizations. A challenging issue commonly faced today is ensuring that youth organizations have enough members to volunteer to run their leagues. The youth organizations repeatedly go off a volunteer basis. They don't have enough money or revenue to pay for each of the coaches or each of the players. The money is paid by the people that are paying for their children to play Little League baseball or softball, and that money goes all the way up to the big Little League World Series every year. And for high school sports, a challenging issue is to properly enforce the rules for every athlete. The biggest issue currently is making sure that athletes have the proper eligibility to play for their high school. A big challenge in high school football and basketball, which are two of the biggest sports in high school athletics, is students transferring from school to school if they're going to have a better chance at winning a state title, or being recruited by a certain university at a different school that has a higher caliber, even if they don't live in that school district, which can result in people using false addresses and other people lying about their address and saying that they live with a family member when they're really staying at home and commuting a couple extra minutes to a different school every day. My career implications. The career I would like to have is to be a high school athletic director. For myself, this chapter was enjoyable to learn about much of the high school and youth sports levels have grown, and that they've grown to what they are today. It is truly amazing to see this industry continue to grow even in the face of economic hardship, and it continues to flourish no matter what happens.
The career path I would like to take is to work in a college athletic department. The progression of high school sports and their athletes is what's going to be affecting me and the product that I'm receiving in that athletic department. What high school is what prepares the type of character that you're going to get for your athletic department, not only physically but mentally. It's just as important.
And that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and we hope it was very informational for you guys.